This week's article is the seventh of seven in the series about considerations for a beautiful syntropic enterprise. In this article, we explore pillar number 6, strategy and implementation. If you want to read all of the previous articles, including the introduction, you can find links in the show notes. Let's dive into the two elements of pillar 6, strategy and implementation. Hello, this is Christine McDougall, and this is Sunday Syntropy for May 5th, 2024. The topic is Unlocking the Power of Enterprise for a More Beautiful World, Part 7, Strategy and Implementation. Thank you for listening. Number 1. How best to resource your enterprise: money, currency, people, supplies, services, technology. A. We need to ensure an energetic and coherent match between the enterprise's purpose and principles and the means of supply. If anything will kill a beautiful idea for a syntropic enterprise, it is misaligned provisioning and funding. Your relationship with the funder is a partnership, the type of relationship you want to endure and become more respectful over time. This alignment starts with a deep clarity and connection to the source idea, its pattern integrity, and the purpose of the enterprise. The funding partner needs to be as committed to maintaining the pattern integrity of the source idea as you are. They want to see the purpose come into existence. As a consequence of this, they aim to get a return on investment. Note, I said as a consequence of this. In a syntropic enterprise, we fund differently, using the synergistic accounting tool first to determine what we have in abundance and scarcity in multiple domains, and then being resourced and provisioned for the next step or stage of the enterprise's journey, rather than for many steps yet to be revealed. Resourcing doesn't have to come in the form of money. Synergistic accounting honors and accounts for value inputs and outputs in 6 domains, which make 12 in total. Money in and money out are only 2 domains of the 12. When we give any one domain dominion over all other domains, we have debased the value of the other domains. In a syntropic enterprise, money, or the funder, can never have all the power. The idea of provisioning is that if you have all the elementary pieces of a syntropic enterprise in place and integrity is present in all domains, then the provisioning for the very next step will be in the field. Understanding the nature of provisioning is helpful. Most people step right over provisioning because they are looking for something else, usually measured in an amount of dollars, money being only one form of provisioning. You can read more about synergistic accounting and provisioning through the links in the show notes. We also cover these tools in the Syntropic Masterclass. B. When we invite people to join our enterprise, we rarely take the time to really understand the full measure of their offering. The result is that we get people who are only seen for a small part of what they have to bring. Rare is the leader who steps out of their own way and allows people to bring the whole of themselves to an organization, contributing in ways that are beyond what is seen as possible. To enable this, a culture of safety that celebrates wholeness is required. The organizational structure enables people to show up in their wholeness, and as such, their work is far better because almost all the organizations only employ half of what people have to offer, and even worse, only allow people to show up in certain ways. In typical workplaces, we have people who are very dissatisfied with their work and seek fulfillment in other arenas. A syntropic enterprise is interested in creating ecologies where people feel they are bringing their best and are well supported to do so. In a syntropic enterprise, we use the synergistic audit as the recruitment tool. You could watch 2 case studies from the syntropic community of practice where the synergistic audit was used to hire people. See the links in the show notes. When I built Big Blue Sky in 2015, we used the synergistic audit to create sponsoring relationships. Any relationship will benefit from using the synergistic audit. Point number 2, strategic intention. Rather than do a traditional strategy document or process in a syntropic enterprise, we set a strategic intention. Where do we aim to be by X in the future? How will we know that we are there? What will be evident? Take the time to get very clear about this. Do not get too attached to the form, what it will look like exactly. Attachment to the form can only get in the way of achieving the purpose. Instead, look at what is happening due to your purpose coming to life. Then tuning into the source idea and pattern integrity, the inner field of the business, the culture within and without, and the larger field in which the business exists. What is the most elegant pathway forward? If this sounds weird, consider it this way. If you are a parent or steward of a child or garden, your role is to be tuned into the child or garden and the conditions surrounding it. What does it need now? What does it need to ensure a future? How do you enhance the conditions to ensure flourishing? This tuning in is a constant conversation, a step-by-step process and adjustment with strategic intention as the directional guide. Questions you might consider to maintain strategic intention. Who will add to the strategic conversation? How do you adjust if you need a course correction? What signposts do you have to indicate a course correction is required? How able are you to listen to the ideas and opinions of others and to take them on board? How much of your ego is being imposed on the idea you are stewarding? I hope you have enjoyed this 7-part series. I will publish this in full in text in the next few weeks, and will let you know where to find it. If you have any questions about any element covered, please reply to this email, or please go on to Syntropic World or write to hello@syntropic.world. For those interested, Syntropic World will be at the inaugural Climate Action Week in Sydney, Australia, May 13th to 17th. We have a Syntropic Pavilion. Most of the events that we're conducting are online and free of charge. I was invited by a Syntropic Masterclass graduate and the founder of Climate Action Week for Sydney, Mark Rowland, to be on the governance committee for Climate Action Week to ensure that it is a Syntropic enterprise. So we have, with very short notice, put together some great events. All of them are at zero charge and most of them are virtual. You can check out the Syntropic schedule. The link is in the show notes. Do register for events. We would love to see you and give you a taste of some of the many wonderful things happening in Syntropic World. Here are 7 of the events. We are launching 2 limited editions podcast series produced by Nova DM. We have She Changes Climate, a panel, a global initiative to bring the voices of marginalised women to the decision table on climate action. We will have a session by Cindy Ford and Kelly Watkin on Bright New World, which is Earth-led education for children. An awakening session, The Entanglement of Colonization and Climate Change. This is a short workshop. A flight manual for Spaceship Earth, that's presented by me live. That's not online. True financial leadership for accountants and CFOs seeking new ways to account that ensures a world with a future. That's also live. And then a closing Syntropic campfire featuring many of the guests from the podcast series. If you would like to see the full event list for Climate Action Week, you can find the links in the show notes. And don't forget, we also have the Syntropic Enterprise Masterclass commencing in June 19th for the Americas and June 20th for the rest of the world. If this series was something that inspired you, you may consider joining us for the Masterclass. I love answering your questions, so if you have any questions for this episode or previous episodes, please visit syntropic.world/podcast and click the orange button.
Hi, Steve from Melbourne here. And my question is...
Hi, this is Robin from warm and sunny Tanzania. My question is...
Good morning, this is Michael Friebe from Germany. My question is...
Hi, this is Colleen in the Netherlands. My question is... Hi, this is Cindy from beautiful Cambridge.
Hello, I am Paul Epping from the Netherlands. And my question for the podcast.
Bonjour, my name is Dorothy from Brussels, Belgium.
Hi, my name is Ivan from Cali, Colombia, but I'm living in Bali right now. So my question is,
Hi, I'm Rochelle Armstrong from Northeast Victoria, Australia. My question is,
Hiya, this is Lorraine in Montreal, Canada, and my question is...
And that completes my question.
and that completes my question.